World's smartest kid. Vanished. Years ago. He has today. Returned with a terrifying message. It is not every day that we come across a kid who is very smart, that he makes complex scientific concepts and disciplines look very easy. This is the story of the young child prodigy otherwise known as Max Laughlin. However, despite the breakthrough by the young lad, he disappeared into thin air. In this video, we would be telling you the story of the smartest kid ever who left the stage, only to return years later. However, before we proceed, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now that you have subscribed, wear your seatbelt as we dive right in. 1. Max Laughlin. In an age where lots of kids are concerned with playing and doing other fun things, a kid by name Max Laughlin came into the picture in 2003. Max was indeed not like most kids his age, as he found fun doing things most kids would consider to be boring. He was so engrossed in a lot of scientific theories and development that if Albert Einstein or Stephen Hawking were alive, they would have been super proud of the young man. Since Max derived joy in scientific research, his bedtime stories consisted mostly of topics related to quantum mechanics, theory of multiverse, and other topics related to parallel universe. As Max's interests continued growing, sooner he was delving into some complex fields that most adults have tried before and failed. As he came from a very supportive family, his family noticed that he was determined to change the world through science and thus supported him through very means available. As a true genius in Pampers, Max was not only interested in only the things he learnt as he went a step further in developing some of his theories which he left for his fellow community of scientists to critique and discuss. Max's rise to fame. Just like most notable people, Max found his fame on the streets of social media platforms like YouTube and several other interviews that he granted. Since Max's explanations were simplified in such a way that a 5-year-old could understand him, it drew a lot of audience to him. On his viral videos, Max was often seen discussing very complex scientific concepts, particularly his Large Hadron Collider theory, LHC. While explaining the theory to his teeming audience, he accused CERN, which was located in Switzerland, of being the brain behind the LHC particle accelerator, and claimed that it was the LHC that caused a huge shift into a reality unknown to Earth. This grievous assertion by the young lad raised an uproar, especially among various conspiracy theorists who have before then believed that a lot was going on behind the scenes. Thus, with the scientific explanation by the young boy, the conspiracy crowd went haywire. Max further highlighted the Mandela theory too, which he blamed for the discrepancies of realities by people. Perhaps it wasn't the concepts that Max espoused that made him popular. Rather, it was the way and manner he broke down so that everybody without first having a basic knowledge in science could be carried along. This further widened the popularity of the young lad, and with that, he made his way into several conferences and shared the stage with some respected experts in the scientific community. 3. Theories developed. As a sharp brain, Max was not fulfilled in just devouring theories postulated by scientists before him, so he dug further and unraveled some theories. While Max's theories were often based on theoretical physics, which received a lot of criticisms, it was also praised. His theories were praised as it led a lot of scientists and lay people alike to start thinking outside of the world and thinking of life in other planets aside Earth. Nature reality theory. According to Max, he does not see reality in the same angle most people view it from. Max instead sees reality as not being fixed, and thus can easily be altered at whim. Max, while borrowing a leaf from elementary quantum mechanics, believed that the reality which we perceive as being true might only be our consciousness playing a trick on us. Max further believed that the physical world as we know it is merely a layer of one of other complex reality. This theory was believed to coincide with what has been postulated already in the quantum field. The Mandela effect. This theory, according to Max, derived its name from Nelson Mandela, former president of South Africa. Thus, while most people believe that Mandela died in the 1980s, some other persons follow the official report that he indeed died in 2015. This is the hallmark of the theory, as Max believes that people perceive historical records differently from one another. Max hinged on this explanation as his reason for his belief in the existence of an alternate reality. Max attributed shifts that occur in this universes as reason why we remember things differently. While the concept of alternate universe is not a new one in the world of physics, however, Max's explanations has shed more light on the concept. This is the hallmark of the theory, as Max believes that people perceive historical records differently from one another. Max hinged on this explanation as his reason for his belief in the existence of an alternate reality. Max attributed shifts that occur in this universes as reason why we remember things differently. While the concept of alternate universe is not a new one in the world of physics, however, Max's explanations has shed more light on the concept. The Large Hadron Collider Theory, LHC. According to Max, he believes that the experiments carried out with the LHC theory might have the singular reason behind the collision of our universe with other universes. This theory is based on his assumption that the energy output of the LHC is quite enormous, that it can alter the space-time as we know it. While most scientists believe that this theory is unfounded and not supported by any scientific backing, it has piqued a lot of interest among a lot of scientists. Nature of time travel. Max also left his imprint on the sand of time travel. He considered time as not being in linear progression as most humans perceived it. Instead, he sees time as being like a loop or otherwise network, which gives a lot of room for one to either move forward or backward. This theory was influenced by Max's readings on subject relating to relativity and quantum mechanics, which implies that time is likely to be fluid and flexible, contrary to what our day-to-day experiences might showcase. 4. Max's criticisms and controversies. As the fame and popularity kept on coming at the feet of the young Max, it has led a lot of experts to wonder whether they will get to his head. Thus, after getting to his head, it might be hard for him to overcome such world he has been sucked into, which might further expose to depression, as is commonly seen among those that got game too early. Most of Max's theories have also been critiqued, as a lot of scientists believe that they are merely sensational, which are aimed to attract headlines. These scientists claim that the theories espoused by Max cannot withstand a fire of empirical or scientific evidence. This has further led scientists to believe that as Max is gaining more fame, it might lead a lot of non-scientists or believe the things he said as if they were true and scientifically backed. However, despite the ton of controversies and criticisms Max has received, a lot of his fans has instead believed that Max is on the right path. The right path that will motivate a lot of people, especially the younger ones, to strive to think outside of the box, with the aim of improving the world and leaving it better that they met it. 5. Max inventions. As a young lad interested in the working of the universe, particularly in the energy and time field, Max stayed true to his field by shocking the world. At the rule age of 13, Max invented a free energy machine. The machine was quite instrumental, at contrary to a load of postulations out there. Energy sources are always expensive to purchase. His invention raised a lot of the renewable and clean energy sectors. Since his invention used nature wholly, it showed that nature has blessed man with a lot of potentials, and it equally shown the capability of using the gifts deposited by nature to make the world a better place, free from pollution and other impurities. Upon inventing the machine, it further boosted the popularity of the young lad, especially among scientists who are based in the renewable energy industry. His innovation led a lot of experts to compare him to lots of young prodigy like Elizabeth Nancy, and with that, the world folded its hands, waiting for the next big thing Max would bring to the global stage. Due to the several innovations and contributions made by Max in the scientific community, it was long for the young man to gain admission to the prestigious University of Wisconsin-Madison. Upon gaining entry into the college, a lot of people, especially his fans, believed that would then skyrocket into worldwide fame. However, in the heart of the whole celebration, the unthinkable happened as Max disappeared into the thin air, leaving everybody worried. 6. Max disappearance. Upon gaining admission into the university, and as people expected Max to blow through the roof, his teeming audience met his shocking disappearance. Max's disappearance was shocking and of utmost concern to a lot of his friends in the science world. His absence thus created room for a lot of theories, which include whether he was kidnapped by the big corporations, as Max was believed to be leaking a lot of secrets involving how most corporations are run and their means of earning profit. Whether he isolated himself after being intimidated and bullied for long in the scientific field. Whether he had discovered something really huge and was afraid that if he shared it to the members of the public, his safety and that of his family members would be compromised. However, as all these rumors were brewing as to what might have happened behind the scene that no one was aware of, Max Laughlin made an appearance. His appearance was greeted with a lot of excitement by his fans and colleagues in the science world, who have all missed his invaluable contributions to scientific agenda. 7. Aftermath of Max's emergence. Following Max's entry into the public space once more, it has boosted the hope of a lot of young scientists, as most people believe that Max has returned with more keys. Thus, with the aid of these keys, he would bring solutions to most problems troubling a vast majority of people on Earth. What is your view on the challenges Max faced and the new roles he will now play in the world? Please, leave your views in the comments sections. Well, if you got to the end of the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, like, share, and turn on the post notification button so you don't miss any of our videos.